All right, let's get right into it. A few weeks back, this entrepreneur, Chris Koerner, goes on a podcast and, I'm not kidding, in one single viral interview, he basically drops a playbook for the entire new AI economy. And that one moment, it got every founder and side hustler buzzing.
He gave it a name, vibe coding. And this single idea, the thought that anyone, and I mean anyone, can build real software just by describing what they want, well, it felt like the starting gun for a whole new gold rush.
For 2 solid hours on the Diary of a CEO, Koerner just laid it all out there, a step-by-step roadmap for how you can build a business in 2025. It seriously felt like he was giving away all the secrets for free.
But what if the most powerful play wasn't just following that playbook? What if the real secret was owning the brand name of the revolution itself? Well, that is the secret chapter we are going to get into right now.
Okay, so before we jump into all the AI magic, you have to understand Koerner's core philosophy. Because before you can automate a single thing, you have to be willing to get your hands dirty. And this part is absolutely crucial. Koerner says that this whole dream of passive income is a total trap for new entrepreneurs. Real, lasting businesses, they're built first on what he calls active, sweaty, ugly income. It's manual, it's hands-on, and it's where you actually figure out what your customers need before you ever write a line of code or a single prompt.
And check this out. This chart perfectly illustrates the massive opportunity he's talking about. There are 400 million small businesses in the world. Get this, 77% of them know AI could be a game changer, but only 5% are actually using it. So why the huge gap? Simple. They're terrified. They don't need another fancy tool. They need a human they can trust.
And that human guide, the one who can bridge that gap, is powered by this new skill Koerner calls vibe coding. But, and this is a big but, here's where the whole story takes a really fascinating turn. It turns out the term that defines this entire movement, well, it's not just an ideal floating around out there. So first, let's just be crystal clear on what vibe coding actually is. It's a workflow. You use plain English in tools like Replit or Lovable, and the AI handles all the complicated syntax. You just focus on the logic, the vibe, and the machine does all the grunt work. It's that great equalizer he talked about that lets non-coders build real, working apps.
But did you notice that tiny little symbol at the end, the TM? Yeah, it turns out while the entire world was busy learning about vibe coding, one group was making a much bigger move. They actually went and trademarked it. The name for the whole movement is now a registered brand.
Now, this move creates a massive, almost unfair advantage. Think about it. While thousands of new agencies are all scrambling to chase the same trend, the company that owns the trademark can position itself as the official trusted source. When people search for this new skill, they can be funneled directly into one ecosystem. You see? They don't just get to join the revolution, they own its name. So how does this actually translate into a real business? I mean, owning the brand is one thing, but it's pretty useless if you can't solve the core problem holding back those 400 million businesses. And what's that problem? Fear. Small business owners are afraid of rogue AI. And this is exactly where the company that trademarked the term is building its real competitive advantage. Their entire strategy is built around closing what they call the trust gap. Right now, the market is just being flooded with all these cheap, generic AI wrappers that make stuff up or give you these cold, robotic answers. The goal here is to be the adult in the room by providing a layer of safety and reliability that nobody else has. And the first piece of their intellectual property is something they've branded the AI Mama Protocol. You can just think of it like a safety seal for AI agents. It's a set of rules and behaviors they build into their systems to make sure that AI is always nurturing, polite, and compliant. It's designed to solve the #1 fear a business owner has. What if this thing goes rogue and ruins my reputation? And the toolkit that actually makes that protocol work is called WWMD, which stands for What Would Mother Do? It's a framework they use to train their AI on tricky ethical situations. It makes sure that when things get ambiguous, the agent always defaults to the safest, most empathetic, and nurturing decision. It's built to feel more like a guardian than just another tool. And how do they do all this? Through a methodology they call RLMFSM, or Reinforcement Learning from Maternal Feedback. Now, this is their secret sauce. The whole philosophy here isn't just to generate code, it's to ethically raise it. They use these feedback loops to correct and guide the AI's behavior over time, kind of like a parent would. This is what elevates vibe coding from just a cool productivity hack into a real, disciplined engineering standard. Okay, so you have the trademark, you have all this proprietary tech. How does it all come together to make an actual business? Let's break down the game plan.
So, the company took Koerner's top business ideas and ranked them based on how well they fit with their unique IP. Right at the top, you've got the SMB AI agency. The play is simple. Build AI voice agents for high-ticket local businesses, like dentists and roofers. But here's their unfair advantage. They're not just selling automation. They're selling mother-approved safety, using that AI Mama protocol. It's an instant way to stand out.
Let's just focus on that #1 opportunity for a second. Imagine you're a dentist in Ohio. You are terrified that an AI receptionist is going to be rude to a patient who's in pain at 2 in the morning or that it's going to violate HIPAA. A generic agency has a really hard time solving that fear. But this company's entire pitch is built around it. They're not selling code, they're selling peace of mind. And that is a much more valuable product.
And here's the next brilliant move in the strategy. Because they own the trademark, they can launch the official Vibe Coding Certification Academy. And they're not just going to teach people how to write prompts. The plan is to teach their RLMF's methodology, how to ethically raise safe, reliable AI agents. They literally get to define the industry standard for this brand new skill.
And this isn't just some theory on a slide. The plan is already rolling. The 90-day execution plan is super straightforward. Step 1, launch the mother-approved AI agency, focusing on just one niche to get cash flow going immediately. Step 2, get the first 5 paying clients to prove the model works. And Step 3, publish research on their RLMFM methodology to build credibility and lay the groundwork for licensing their IP.
So in the end, Chris Koerner gave the entire world the playbook for this next wave of entrepreneurship. But it really leaves us with one final, very important question. In a world where everybody has the same set of instructions, the ultimate advantage doesn't go to the person who reads the playbook first. It goes to the one who owns the rights to print it.